game in the flats. I got a in the back. Haters, they talk to chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block. They know what tanks at. I got them that live in the mansion. They know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle. They know what that. I came on top of the building again. We had a plan. We came on top of the building again. We never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first down throw for Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in.
It's a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
On third down, it's White, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Equinemius St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. There to stop him, Jawad Bentley.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returning here is Wright. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a carry for White. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
All right, here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
This is Clement. And now look at him go. The 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Clement. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now look at 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an...
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning. swag. About tag on the news. Now I got it in the bag. Now I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general truth.
System. Hoping I ain't lose religion. Text and prayer hands. Hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed. I've been seeing prophets. Mostly yellow shirts. Louder than the broccoli. Dancing in my chucks.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. And this one is right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No, check, Patriot! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Watch it now, Barney! Hot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Here we go now!
He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a dump off to White. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gone! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to put field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Brissett. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Bills. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
To throw is Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the pass. For both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it here. This is James White. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Gone! All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. That was second down run for Murray. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first and 10, Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Brissett on second and 10. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's first and 10 from the 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A run, it's Clement. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Shaq Lawson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now White. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Equanimous St. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First throw for the backup, Jackson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down carry is Michelle. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. To throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Equanimous St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Brissett to throw on first. Throwing deep for Murray. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Ohio! Let's go!
Brissett now on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Brissett. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Green 39!
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. And even 50 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run, and these things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Flex round! Flex round!
First down, Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's going complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
Here's Brissett. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 41 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Goes underneath here to White. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. Simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Play action. Now Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a toss play. This is White. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They pitch it out to Murray. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run with Murray. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. following the penalty. It's Murray. Finding room inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 5. A big play here for the Bills. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're going to run it with Murray. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out come the Patriots. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Pats, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.